right.
Okay, welcome to the August 6, 2025 meeting of the Westfield Parks and Recreation Board. Terry, will you please call the roll so we can confirm who's in attendance?
Yes. Mike Antrim. Curtis Baumgartner.
Here.
Julie Grimmer.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. I'm calling this meeting to order right at 7 o'clock. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, if we don't have any changes to the agenda, do we have a motion to approve the meeting's agenda as prepared?
I move to approve this evening's agenda.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, Terry, if you will please call the roll for vote.
Mike Antrim. Yes. Curtis Baumgartner.
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the public comments portion of the agenda. Mr. Vice President, are there any members of the public here today?
Madam President, we have no members of the public at tonight's meeting.
Okay. Moving on to the minutes from our last meeting on July 2nd, 2025. Is there a motion to either make a change to the minutes or to approve them?
I move to approve the meeting minutes of the regular Park and Recreation Board on from July 2nd, 2025.
Is there a second? Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, Terry, will you please call the roll for vote?
Mike Antrim. Yes. Curtis Baumgartner.
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes.
We have a motion.
Okay. Moving on to old business. We don't have any old business, so moving further on to new business, we have a couple of items to discuss today. First, there is an agreement between the City of Westfield and the Downtown Westfield Community Development Corporation, executed by the Mayor's Office. Chris, will you please provide an overview of this agreement and explain the action that the board is being asked to take in connection with it?
Absolutely. So the item in front of you for your approval this evening is just that. It is a agreement between the DWCDC and the city for maintenance services. Obviously, the DWCDC does not have a maintenance wing, and the city does. And in order for us to do maintenance service for them, we needed to have an agreement that stipulates not only what we are able to do, but what the fee rendered for those services will be, and how it will be billed, amongst other things. The services that the Parks Department will provide are landscape services. So we will provide mowing of all the properties that are currently owned by the DWCDC, and make sure those are maintained to a level that the city expects. That's pretty much the gist of this agreement. I'm happy to answer any questions if the board has it at this time.
I do have one.
Yeah.
Are funds received as part of this agreement going to be reappropriated in your budget and personnel and
Yes.
supplies? Okay.
All the funds received from this agreement, we will bill, the Parks Department will bill the DWCDC directly quarterly, and those funds will go into, more than likely, they'll go into our program non-reverting fund, and they will
Even
help
better.
to bolster our programming opportunities throughout the year.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I don't see any other questions coming up from the board. So is there a motion to, I mean, Chris, do you have any more overview, or I don't mean to cut you short?
No,
either,
no,
sorry
you are
about that.
perfectly fine, Madam President. It would just be a motion to approve the agreement as presented to the board.
Okay,
On behalf of the Westfield Parks and Recreation Board, I move to accept the agreement between the City of Westfield and the Downtown Westfield Community Development Corporation, otherwise known as the DWCDC, as presented.
Second.
okay, any discussion? Seeing none, Terry, will you please call the roll?
Mike Antrim.
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner.
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Our next and final item of new business is a resolution of the City of Westfield Parks and Recreation Board declaring interest in and authorizing the purchase of specified land. Resolution 25-146, authorizing the city's purchase of approximately 22 acres near 186 and Casey Road. Chris, will you please provide some additional description of the property and the general intent behind the purchase?
Yep, absolutely, happy to. So as the resolution states, this gives us the ability to purchase 22 and a half acres on the northwest corner of 186 and Casey Road, currently known as the Marianne White property. It came for sale and was brought to our attention as it being something that could be turned into a park, and that is what we plan on doing with it in the future. It was brought to us several months ago at one price, and fortunately enough, it did not sell at that price, and they brought it back to us at a much better purchase price, and we think it is a great opportunity for the Parks Department to meet one of their master plan goals in purchasing land in the Northwest Quadrant that will eventually become a park to serve those residents that are out there. And
Great.
that's pretty much the overview of it. I am happy to answer any questions the board might have at this time.
Which fund are we using to acquire the property?
We have a 266 fund, which is a capital projects fund, and that had money earmarked in it for another project that is not going to happen this year. And we will be using those funds to purchase this land. So it was kind of a best case scenario. There will be no additional appropriation or additional burden on the budget in order to accomplish this purchase.
Is it okay if I ask what the purchase price was?
Absolutely. The purchase price, originally the asking price was $2.2 million. The purchase price now is $1.2 million.
And you say, Chris, that the acquisition that's proposed is consistent with your master plan and your budget?
Absolutely. It is very consistent with the master plan. A master plan identified that area as well as other areas in the west part of the community as lacking parks amenities and park land. So it certainly meets that, and it is probably some of the most affordable land in the community that we could find at this time. So it really does serve the purpose of meeting these goals quite well. The other thing I will mention is most of the time Parks Departments see land that is mostly encumbered by floodway. And although this parcel has some floodway on it, there is between 10 and 12 acres of it, almost half of the parcel, that is developable for recreational opportunities.
Very exciting. I move to approve Resolution 25-146.
Second?
Okay, seeing no further discussion. Terry, will you please call the roll?
Yes. Mike Antrim,
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner,
Yes.
Julie Grimmer,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Proceeding now to the director's report.
Thank you, Madam President. I don't have a tremendous amount for you guys this evening, but the one thing, two things I did want to cover. First of all, the bids for Simon Moon Phase 2 have come in, and we have a low bidder, and we'll award that here in the next several weeks. And before you guys at your September meeting will be that contract so that we can begin with the construction of Simon Moon Phase 2. The bids came in such a way that we are able to complete the project with all aspects of it being a part of the construction, which is I'm really happy about given the economy and everything that's going on right now with material costs. So again, that contract will be in front of you at your next board meeting. The other thing I wanted to highlight this afternoon or this evening was our work that my program manager, John Capes, has been doing. I mentioned it the last time we met, and I wanted to make sure that I got in front of you some of the great things he's been putting out to the public. Keep in mind that we are a very young department and we haven't been doing programming for very long. He's really provided some unique and interesting things to the community, and I just wanted to point out what some of those things are. So over the last 6 months, 7 months, he has brought things like Farm to Glass, which is a program highlighting some unique drinks and how they are made to our community. He also has done fitness walk programs, an owl pellet program, nature hikes, continued on with our wonderful event called Green Day, which highlights all of the wonderful environmentally friendly things that some of our community members as well as some of the businesses in the area can provide to our residents. One of our most popular is our Creek Stomp program, which provided 8 individual Creek Stomps throughout the summer. We also have our movies in the plaza, had a Civil War veterans tour, wiffle ball at the plaza, and coming up this fall, we will have, thanks to not only our Public Works Department, but also our IT department, we will have an internet safety program and a Wrench and Learn car care basics program. So I'm very proud of the steps that John has made, and I wanted to make sure the board was aware of them. And he will continue to bring unique, I'm confident, unique opportunities to the community as we continue to grow. The last thing, and I hope, Madam President, you noticed this. I hope you're proud of this because I'm certainly proud of it. Our maintenance guys spent about 3.5 days a couple weeks ago removing every single calorie pair from our sledding hill in Simon Moon. If I remember correctly, they loaded 5 tandem dump trucks full of chippings doing that job. So it is certainly a small win when it comes to the calorie pairs in the community, but it's going to certainly make an effort. With all of that said, if the board has any questions about what's going on in the parks that I didn't mention this evening, I'm happy to answer those and take comments at this time.
I do have a question. It's budget season.
Yep.
I thought maybe you could just give us a brief overview, any guidance the city's provided you thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. We are happy to answer that. We are in the heat of budget season. I have, and I will present the draft to you next meeting, but I have submitted a draft to our deputy mayor as well as the mayor, and it will start going through the process of having council look at it over the next couple of weeks. The charge that I had to begin our budget writing season was due to Senate Bill 1. I was charged with reducing the parks budget by 5%. I am confident what I have brought to the mayor and the deputy mayor and council is something that not only meets that goal, but also meets the goal that I have, which was first and foremost getting my staff's salary up into the median range of their salary range, as well as making sure that all of our forward-facing programs and all of the other activities we do didn't get hurt or we didn't have to diminish those things. So I'm really proud of the work I've done because I was able to make sure that we still can bolster all the things we do for the public, but also reduce our overall budget by about 6.2%.
Very good. So I'm assuming our staff are going to be able to receive pay increases.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. They're going to not only receive a pay increase to help increase their median salary, get their median salary range up, but there also is there is, as long as it's approved, there is a 3% merit increase option as well.
For the park director as well, I hope.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you.
You are absolutely welcome. Are there any other questions that I can answer at this time?
Okay, thank you for the detailed report, Chris. I am thrilled about, I think the calorie pair removal, just want to say, I think that will go tremendous lengths to protect the investment that the city has made in all that surrounding space. Although I know there are some landscape plantings in the area, but just very much appreciate it. So, okay. With no further questions, we'll move on to other business. Does the board have any other business they want to discuss?
Just excited to get this kids back to school tomorrow. I'm telling you what. We'll miss summer, but they need to be back in school, no doubt about it.
Okay, well, those are fair points. But hearing of no other items, I'll just add the reminder that we have our next regular meeting on Wednesday, September 3rd. And we are at the end of our agenda, so can I get a motion to adjourn and a second?
I move to adjourn.
Second?
Terry, will you please call the roll?
Mike Antrim,
Yes.
Curtis Baumgartner.
Yes.
Julia Grimmer.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At
Just have a
7:14.
few things to say.
Everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Caitlin.
Bye. Thanks.
The resolution you all signed? Oh, here. You got it, okay.